evaluation and review technique, commonly known as PERT, and it is defined as it is mainly used for research and development work that is adopted when the past data, or that means when the previous data is not available, then we will use the technique known as PERT, that is project evaluation and review technique. This PERT, we estimate three timings. One is optimistic time, denoted as T naught. Second one, most likely time, denoted as TM. Third, prismatic time, denoted as TP. Let us understand the three timings. This one, optimistic time, it is defined as minimum time required to complete the activity of the project with all favorable chances. With all favorable chances, the minimum time required to complete the activity, the time is known as optimistic time, denoted as T naught. Second one, most likely time, denoted as PM. It is defined as expected time of completing an activity with both favorable and unfavorable chances. That is, by considering favorable and unfavorable chances, what is the expected time to complete the activity? It is known as most likely time. Then third one, prismatic time, denoted as TP, that is maximum time required to complete the activity by considering the worst condition, or known as bad condition or wrong condition. What the time taken, maximum time taken to complete all the activity by considering the worst condition is known as prismatic time, denoted as TP. And these three timings in PERT is represented in a graphical manner as shown in the figure. That is, y-axis represents the frequency, the x-axis represents time, and the curve is known as a normal distribution curve. That curve represents a normal distribution curve. Let us understand the other terms used in PERT. It is average time, or we call it as a expected time, denoted as TE, where TE stands for expected time. It is defined as average time an activity will take. That is, the average time taken by the activity is known as expected time. This time will provide 50-50 chance of the activity being completed. It means whatever the time you will got, this time, expected time, provides 50-50 chance of activity being completed. It is known as average time or expected time. Then to calculate the expected time, we have a formula TE equals T naught plus 4TM plus TP divided by 6, where T naught, TM, TP are optimistic time, most likely time, and prismatic time. Next, variance, it is denoted as sigma square and is defined as variance of the time required to complete each activity. Suppose in a project, if we have a 6 different activity, the each activity, the time taken to complete is known as a variance. To complete each activity, what the time taken is known as a variance and is denoted as a sigma square. Then to calculate variance sigma square, we have a formula Tp minus T naught divided by 6 whole square, where Tp and T naught is prismatic time and optimistic time. Standard normal deviation is denoted by Z and is given by Z equals Ts minus Te divided by sigma. where PS is scheduled date. That means for any project, there will be a scheduled date, or we call it as a scheduled time, and TE represents the expected project length. There is a length of the project. There is a expected time, and sigma represents a standard deviation of the critical path in a network analysis. Then you will get a Z. There is a standard normal deviation. Let us go for the numericals. Let us go for let us go for the numericals. The following table shows the job of a network along with their estimation in days. That is job. There are 6 jobs and there are 7 activities they're given. There is activity between 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 1 and 4, 2 and 5, 3, 5, 4, 6, and 5, 6. There are total 6 jobs and the activity have 7 activities, and they're given T naught, TM, and TP. T naught is optimistic time, TM most likely time, and TP prismatic time. You need to draw project and network. Second one, compute the expected duration and variance of each activity. That means you have to calculate the expected duration of the project and variance of each activity. That is sigma square you need to calculate. Then next, you need to identify the critical path in the network. Next, you need to calculate the variance and standard deviation, this Z value. Fifth one, what is the probability of completion of the project? It is the given 4 days earlier than expected. B, not more than 4 days later than expected. Let us go for the solution. Draw the project network. As per the given data, first you need to draw a project network. Since they're given the first activity between 1 and 2, you have to represent node 1, and node 2 you have to draw in front of 1. In front of 1, node 2 you have to construct and you have to draw an arrow mark. This diagram represents activity between 1 and 2. The next activity they're given in the question 1 and 3, and hence the node 3 you have to represent below node 2 or in front of 1 and below 2, and you have to draw an arrow mark. This 1 and 3 represents activity 1 and 3 as per the given drawing. For a time being, you forget about the thick line and thin line. I will tell you why to draw thick line at the end to identify the critical path. Then next, there is an activity between 1 and 4. Since the activity is between 1 and 4, and then node 4 you have to write in front of 1 and below node 3, and you have to draw arrow mark. Then similarly, there is no activity between 1. The next they are given 2 and 5, and then node 5 you have to write in front of node 2. Then similarly for 3 and 5 you have to draw an arrow mark. Then there is an activity between 4 and 6 in the given question, and also there is an activity between 5 and 6, and then node 6 you have to represent in front of 4 as well as in front of 5. That means node 6 you have to represent in front of 4 and in front of 6. That means here, and you have to draw an arrow mark that completes 4 and 6 activity. Then next you have to, they're given 5 to 6, you have to draw 5 to 6. This completes a network drawing. Then after drawing network drawing, as per the given data for each activity is represented. Then you have to write the most likely type, that is 1. For 1 and 2 activity, they are given most likely time 1, and then you have to write in a bracket 1. For 1 and 3, the value is 4, and then you have to write 4. For 1 and 4, it is 2, you have to write 2. Similarly, for other activity, for 2 and 5, it is 1. For 3 and 5, 5. 4, 6, 5, 5, 6 is 6. After representing the most likely time for each activity in network drawing, you have to represent, you have to draw a triangle and a square at each node. At each node, you need to draw. After drawing each triangle and square at each node, you have to start from the node 1. You have to fill the square box in forward direction. That is, you will start from the node 1. That is, from the node 1, you have a square, you have a triangle. You have to start from the square box. Here, the starting time we will consider as 0. For node 2, to fill this block, you have 0 plus 1, you will get 1. Similarly, for node 3, 0 plus 4, you will get 4. Similarly, for node 4, 0 plus 2, you will get 2. Then next, for node 5, you have 2 arrows. There is one from node 2, one from node 3. If I consider from node 2, 1 plus 1 will get 2. If I consider from node 3, 4 plus 5 will get 9. That means you have to enter the value in the square box with respect to the nodes with maximum value. The maximum value is 9, and hence here you have to write 9. It is 4 plus 5, it is 9. It is by considering node 3. If I consider node 2, we will get only 2. 1 plus 1 will get 2. Maximum value you have to enter. In this case, for node 5, the maximum value is 9. It is 4 plus 5, and then here you write 9. Then next, for node 6, we have 2 arrows. One from node 5 and one from node 4. If I consider from node 4, 2 plus 5, we will get 7. If I consider from node 5, 9 plus 6, we will get 15. The maximum is 15, and then you have to write 15. Here you have to write 15. After writing 15, whatever the value you got at the end of the node, the same value you have to enter in the triangle. Here, 15. Then to fill all these triangle values, you have to start from the ending node. That is a backward pass. That is from backward direction. That is from node 6 to node 1. 15 minus 6, you will get 9. Here you write 9. Then next 15 minus 5, you will get 10. Here you write 10. Then next for node 2, 9 minus 1, you will get 8. Here you write 8. Similarly for node 3, 9 minus 5, we get 4. Then after filling for the node 2, 3, 4, we have to fill for the node 1. For node 1, we have 3 arrows which are going outward. If I consider from node 2, 1 minus 1, we get 0. It is 0. If I consider from node 3 also, 4 minus 4 is 0. 2 minus 2 is 0. That means always for node 1, we will get both triangle and square value as 0. There is a minimum value you have to enter in the triangle. Whereas in the square block, at each node, you have to write the maximum value. Then after filling these values, that is draw the project network. That is project network is completed. That is first one is completed. Then next you need to compute the expected duration. To compute expected duration, you need to identify the critical path. In this network diagram, if you look at, we have 3 paths. That is first one, 1, 2, 5, 6. Second path, 1, 3, 5, 6. And third path, these three paths, it is path 1, this is path 2, and this is path 3. Out of these three paths, the maximum time taken, the path is path 1 to 3, 3 to 5, and 5 to 6. That is 4 plus 5 is 9, 9 plus 6 is 15. Therefore, identify critical path is 1. That is, out of these three paths, it is path 1 is 1, 2, 5, 6. Path 2 is 1, 3, 5, 6. Path 3 is 1, 4, 6. Out of these three paths, this path 1, 3, 5, 6 is critical path because it will consume more time, and hence expected duration is given by for 1 to 3. For activity 1 to 3, the time estimated most likely time is 4. Hence you have to write 4. For 3 to 5, for 3 to 5 it is 5. Here you have to write 5. For 5 to 6, 5 to 6 you have 6. Here you have to write 6. Then you will get 15 days. That is the expected duration is over. You need to calculate variance of each activity. To calculate variance of each activity, you need to construct the table. That is variance is denoted by sigma square for each activity is given in the table below. Here, whatever the activities they're given or the job in the question they're mentioned as job, you have to enter in the same direction. It is 1 2, 1 3, 1 4, 2 5, 3 5, 4 6, and 5 6. We already identify the critical path. The activities are 1 3, 3 5, and 5 6. After writing the star mark, whatever the data they're given with respect to each activity, you have to fill. This T naught value, TM value, and TP value. Then after filling these three columns, you have to write TE and sigma square. Where to calculate TE, we have a formula where TE equals T naught plus 4TM plus TP divided by 6. And also to calculate the variance sigma square, we have a formula that is TP minus T naught divided by 6 whole square. If you use this formula and these values, you will get TE and sigma square value. That is for the activity 1 and 2, we will get 2. That is, you know the value of 2 T naught, TM, TP. For activity 1 and 2, you know the value of T naught, TM, TP. If you substitute, we will get TE for the activity 1 and 2 as 2. Similarly, for other activity, if you use this formula and calculate, you will get 4, 3, 1, 6, 5, and 7. To calculate sigma square, we have a formula TP minus T naught by 6 in whole square. For the activity 1 and 2, if we calculate, we will get 1, 1, and similarly for other activities, we will get these values. After calculating variance, the sigma square indicates variance for each activity. This for each activity, the variance is calculated. Then next, you need to calculate variance of the project. As per the question, you need to calculate variance of the project. Variance of the project is given by sigma square equals, you need to consider for the critical activity. The critical activity is 1 and 3. I indicated as a star mark. Corresponds to activity 1 and 3, sigma square value is 1. Here you write 1. For 3, 5, it is 4. Here you write 4. For 5, 6, you have 4. Here you write 4. Because these star marks indicates the critical activity in a critical path. Then if you calculate sigma square, you will get 9, and sigma you will get it as 3. That is square root of 9, you will get 3. This is the variance of the project is 3. After calculating variance of the project, then next we need to calculate a probability that the project will be completed 4 days earlier than expected. Then TS is equal to TE minus 4. TE value, you know, is expected time. What we got from the critical path is 15. and they're given 4 days earlier than expected, and hence it is -4. Then you will get a scheduled time, that is TS, as 11 days. This TS is scheduled time, we got it as 11 days. Then to calculate normal deviation, Z, we have formula is TS minus TE divided by 6. You know the value of TS is 11, TE value is 15 divided by sigma value, you know, that is a variance value is 3. To calculate, you will get minus 1.333. The next probability corresponds to Z minus 1.33 is 9.18%. That is from the normal distribution table. I will explain you how to get that 9.81 percentage from the normal distribution table. And here in the problem, they're given one more, that is probability that the project will not more than 4 days. Then scheduled time TS equals TE plus 4. It is not more than 4 days, and hence TS value is 19 days. If you calculate normal deviation, that equals TS minus TE divided by 6. TS is 19, TE value is 15 divided by 3, you will get plus 1.33. Then probability corresponds to Z equals plus 1.33 is 90.92 percentage. That is from the normal distribution table. This is the solution for the given table. You got it as a plus 1.33. If you look at this table, we call it as a normal distribution table. It is for positive value of Z. This is the positive value of Z for first decimal. This is for second decimal. Since the value of Z, you got it as 1.33. Here 1.3 is here. You have 1.3 and you have 0.03. It is 1.33 means correspond to this value. That is 1.33. And hence, if you multiply by 100, we will get 90.92. This is the percentage value. This you have to multiply by 100, we will get 90.92. Similarly, Z value got minus 1.33. If you go for next page, we have Z for negative value. It is for negative value of Z. Since the value got minus 1.33, here you have minus 1.3. That means this value, that is 0.0918. If you multiply by 100, you will get 9.18. That is, this table will provide you in the exam by looking at a normal distribution table corresponds to Z value and second decimal value. You have to get the probability value. These values represents probability values corresponds to Z first decimal and second decimal value. Since the value is minus 1.33, here you have minus 1.3. Second decimal, here you have 3, minus 1.33. This value, it is 0.0918. If you multiply by 100, you will get it as 9.18. Then next, we'll go for the second problem. We'll go for the next problem. This is the value. After calculating the Z value equals minus 1.33 from the normal distribution table, we get it as 9.18. Similarly, for Z equals 1.33 from normal distribution table, you get it as 90.92 percentage. That is from the normal distribution table. This is the solution for the given problem. Let us solve one more problem with respect to PERT, this program evaluation and review techniques. Consider the following project having the time estimate in weeks, and they're given the activities, this 7 activity from A to G, and they're given T0, TM, TP, and predecessors they're given. Then next, they're given draw the project network and compute the probability of completion of project in 18 weeks. In this problem, they're given the activity A as A, B, C, D, E, F, G. They're given predecessors. That means to complete the next activity, the previous activity must be completed. That means when we start with the next activity, the previous activity must be completed. Let us go for the solution. We have to draw the network diagram. To draw the network diagram in the table, they're given the activity A, B. For the activity A, B, there is no predecessors. That means you have to start with the node 1 and 2, you have to represent as activity A. Since there is no predecessor, and then node 1, node 2, you have to draw a line, arrow marker, and you have to represent as activity A. And corresponds to activity A, the most likely time is 6. You have to write a 6 bracket. Similarly for B, since there is no predecessor activity, and hence you have to represent with the third node, and you have to write B. There is activity B, and in bracket you have to write 5. That is most likely time. Then for C, for the activity C, they are given predecessors as A. That indicates activity C, you have to represent in front of A. In front of A means it is in front of node 2, you have to represent. That means you have to construct node 4, you have to draw an arrow mark, and you have to represent as C of 4. It means activity C, you have to write in front of A, and corresponds to activity C, the time is 4. Here in bracket you have to write 4. Then for D, you have to write in front of B. It is here B. That means you have to draw a line from 3 to 4. You have to represent as activity D. Corresponds to D, the most likely time is 3. Here you write bracket 3. Then next, for next activity, for E, you have to write in front of B. That is from the B in front of E. Here you have to write E in front of B. That is, you have to start from the node 3. You have to draw node 5, and you have to draw arrow marker. You have to write E. Corresponds to activity E, most likely time is 3. Here you write 3. Then next, similarly for other activities, for F, for activity F, you have to write in front of C and D. That is C, you have D, you have to draw an arrow marker, you have to represent F. For G, you have to write in front of E. Here you have V, here you have to write G. Then after writing this, you have to construct a square block and a triangle at each node. Similarly, you have to fill the forward pass and backward pass. For forward pass, we'll start from the node 1. We'll fill this square block. This block will start from the 0. For node 2, 0 plus 6 is 6. For node 3, 0 plus 5 will get 5. Similarly, for node 4, we have 2 arrows, one from node 2, one from node 3. If I consider from node 3, 5 plus 3, we get 8. If I consider from node 2, 6 plus 4, we will get 10. That means the maximum value at right. If I consider from node 3, we will get only 8. If I consider from node 2, we will get 10. And then you have to write maximum value is 10. Here you have to write 10. For node 5, only one arrow marker, and then 5 plus 3 will get it as 8. Here you would write 8. Then next, for node 6, we have 2 arrow marks. That is, if you consider from node 4, 10 plus 6 will get 16. 8 plus 5 will get 13. The maximum is 16. Here you would write 16. Whatever the value you got, the same value you would write in the triangle. Then you have to write a backward pass. That is, you have to fill these triangle values at each node in backward direction, or we call it as a backward pass. 16 minus 6 will get 16, minus 6 will get 10. 16 minus 5 will get 11. Then similarly 10 minus 4 will get 6. Then next for node 3, 10 minus 3 you will get 7. Then next for node 1 you will get 6 minus 6 0. 6 minus 6 you will get 0. For nodes 1 you will get 6 minus 6 you will get 0. After filling these values, then next you need to calculate a critical path. To identify the critical path in this network diagram, you have you have different network, you have different paths, say 1, 2, 4, 6, and 1, 3, 4, 6, 1, 3, 5, 6. That is, you have three different paths. Out of these three different paths, if you calculate the value for the activity 1, 2, 2, 4, and 4, 6, that is the path 1, 2, 4, 6 will get a maximum. And hence that path is identified as a critical path. We have to represent it as a thick line. That is, before drawing a thick line, you have to construct this network drawing in a thin line. After identifying it as a critical path, you have to identify it as a thick line. Or in some textbook, they would refer in a double arrow mark that represents a critical path. After identifying the critical path, you have to calculate expected duration, that is TE. For the activity 1 and 2, the TE value is 6. That is, for activity 1 and 2, the activity is A, corresponding most likely time is 6. Here you write 6. The next 2 to 4, you have 4. Here you write 4. The next 4 to 6, you have 6. Here you write 6. Then TE expected duration will get 16 weeks. The next you have to construct the table, that is to determine the variance of each activity and TE value. Whatever the activity they are given in the question, in the same manner you have to write, and you have to represent it as a star mark for the activity. That is, for the activity A, C, and F are the critical activity, and hence you have to represent it as a star mark. Then next, you know the T naught value, you have to write T naught value, TM value that given in the question paper, you have to represent the same, and TP value you have to represent the similar manner. Then next, TE value, to calculate TE value, you have formula, that is TE equals T naught plus 4 TM plus TP by 6. If you substitute this value, you will get for the activity A, you will get it as 6. And similarly, for other activity, you will get, if you calculate, you will get 5, 4, 4, 4, 6, and 6. That is for the activity G. After calculating TE value, we will calculate the variance for each activity. There is variance for each activity. We have formula TP minus T naught by 6 whole square. If we calculate for each activity, if you substitute the value of TP, T naught, and if you calculate, we will get sigma square value as 1, 1. And for other activity, if we calculate, we will get these values. After calculating the variance for each activity, then variance of the project sigma square equals whatever the star mark you have make it, that is for the critical activity corresponds to activity A, the variance is 1. Here you write 1. For C is the critical activity in critical path, and hence corresponds to C, the value is 0.444. Here you write 0.444. For F, you have 0.444. Here you have to consider 0.444. Then if you calculate sigma, that is standard deviation, you will get 1.3711. Then next, probability of completing the project in 18 weeks. That is in question that given probability of completing the project in 18 weeks. Then next you need to calculate Z value. Z equals Ts minus Te by sigma. Ts value that given, that is completion scheduled time of the project is 18 weeks. This Ts is 18. T value calculated from the critical path, it is 16 divided by sigma value, 1.3711. If you calculate Z value, you will get 1.458. Then probability corresponds to Z plus 1.458, you will get it as 92.65. That is from the normal distribution table. That is from this table, normal distribution table corresponds to Z value as 1.458. 1.458 plus 1.458. We have to go for a positive value plus 1.45 value. Here it is 92.65. That is, we will get only two decimal value. That is 1.45. This you have 0.9265. So multiply by 100, we will get 92.65. That is 92.65. This is the solution for the given problem. This corresponds to Z value in standard normal distribution table corresponds to Z 1.458, will get 92.65%. This is the solution for the given problem. This value 92.65% indicates the project will be completed probability of 92%. There is a chance of 92% of completing this project. Let us go for the last problem for the today's session. An R&D project has large number activity, but the management is interested in controlling a part of this activity, 7 in number. Following data is available for this 7 activity. It is given 7 activity A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and they're given T0, TM, TP, and preceding activity. As usual, you have to draw for it network, or we call it as a network diagram for all the activity, and you have to prepare schedule for 7 activity. You have to calculate the critical path. You have to determine the probability that will be completed in 47 days. When should the management start this activity to get a confident level of 99% for completion of this activity in the scheduled time? That means here they're given the probability value, that is they're given 99% confident. You need to calculate the scheduled time. That is TS value you need to determine. In the previous problems, they're given the TS value. You need to calculate the Z value. You need to calculate the Z value. But here they're given Z value. You need to calculate the TS value. Whatever the question they're given, when you copy down the same question in the similar manner, first you have to draw the network diagram. That is for the activity A, the preceding activity is nil, and hence you have to represent 2 nodes and you have to draw an arrow mark. The TM value is 6. Here you have to write 6. For B, you have to write the preceding activity is A. That means B you have to write in front of A. It is here you have to represent node 3. You have to represent by an arrow mark and corresponds to activity B. The most likely time is 10. Here you have to write 10. Similarly, if you construct the network drawing for the given data for activity C, you have to represent in front of A. Then for D, you have to write in front of B. And E, the activity E, you have to write in front of C. and F you have to write in front of A. F you have to write in front of A. Then next for G, you have to write in front of D, E, F, area of D, E, F. That means you have to represent node 6, you have to draw an arrow mark. Corresponds to activity C, activity G, the most likely time is 10, here you have to write 10. Then as usual, you have to construct a square and a triangular block at each node. Then you have to write the forward pass and backward pass. We'll start from the node 1, it is forward pass. But for node 1, the time initial time taken as 0. For node 2, 0 plus 6 will get 6. For node 3 and 4 will get as 16 and 21. For node 5, the maximum time is 35, that is 14. 14 plus 21 will get 35. That is maximum value you have tried in forward pass. Then you will get 45. Then next we have to start from the backward pass. We will get 35, 26, 21, 6 and we will get 0. This is the network diagram for the given problem. After writing network drawing, you have to identify the critical path. That means in this network drawing, you have three different paths. It is first path 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. It is the upper direction. And second path 1, 2, 5, 6. And last one 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. If you calculate for these three paths, if you calculate the value for this critical path 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, we get a maximum expected time. That is the expected duration TE for the activity 1 and 2. For 1 and 2, we have 6, here at rate 6. For 2, 4, we have 15, here at rate 15. For 4, 5, 4, 5, you have 14, here at rate 14. For 5, 6, you have 10, here you have rate 10. If you calculate the expected duration, we get 45 days. Then next, after calculating the expected duration, you have to construct a schedule for 7 activity. Whatever the activity they're given, you have to represent on the table. And you know the critical path for the activity is A, C, E, G. And hence you have to represent as star mark for the respective critical activity. And you know the T naught value in the question paper they're given, you write down the same values, and TM value also they're given, TP value also they're given in the question. After writing these values, as usual, you have to calculate T by using this formula. If you calculate, you will get for each activity, you will get the values. And for variance, sigma square indicates variance for each activity. Sigma square for variance for each activity, we have formula. If you substitute this formula, you will get the values for each activity. After calculating variance for each activity, you need to calculate a variance of the project, this sigma value. Sigma square equals for the critical activity. For A is critical activity, the value is 0.44. Here you write 0.44. For C, 6.25. Here you write 6.25. For E is 1.77. For G, 0.44. If you calculate sigma value, the standard deviation, you will get it as 2.98. Then after calculating standard deviation, the question they're given probability of completing the project in 47 days, that is TS value they're given. Then you know you have formula Z equals TS minus TE divided by sigma. You know the value of TS is 47, TE value you got it as 45 from the critical path. Sigma value, you know, 2.98. If you substitute, you will get 0.67. From the normal distribution table, corresponds to Z equals 0.67. You will get it as 74.06%. Then next, in subdivision, they're given for 99% assurance, the value of Z from the normal distribution table is 2.33. There is Z equals 2.33. That is If you go, that is for Z equals 99% of assurance. For 99% of assurance, you need to calculate, you have to look at the Z value from the normal distribution table. From the normal distribution table, you will get Z value as 2.33. Please, you have to go for this normal distribution table. Here, Z value is positive for 99%. For 99%, you have to check from this table to the 99%. Here we have a 0.98. Here you have 99%. That is 0.9901. Here you have 0.9890. That is 99.01. This is 99%. Corresponds to 99% of probability. The Z value is 2.3 and second decimal is 0.03. That means you will get 2.33. That is 2.3. We have 3. That is Z value corresponds to probability 99% is 2.33. And hence from this table, whatever the Z value got, here you have tried Z value is 2.33. That is for 99% of assurance. That is equal to as a probability. The value of Z from the normal distribution will got it as 2.33. After getting the value of 2.33 from the normal distribution table, you have to substitute Z value is 2.33. TS value you have to find, and TE value we know from the critical path it is 45. Variance standard deviation, you know, that is a sigma 2.98. If we calculate TS value, you will get 52 days. That is the project scheduled date or scheduled time is